So, I think it's pretty safe to say that skateboarding and health don't really usually combine together, right? You don't really think of skaters as necessarily healthy people. But is this also the case for pro skaters? Do they also live unhealthy lives? In this one, we're going to find out what the pro skaters have to say about health and if they also live unhealthy lives. Alright, so we just got to Macba, gonna have a little warm up at Macba. Obviously not on the 3 stair. Like, that's not really my game. Maybe this guy would do that. But yeah, we're gonna have a little warm up here and then hit up some spots in the street. Homie's having a little warm-up session on the big 3. I am not going to be doing that, but he is. All right, we're going to try a trick. Start things off with what the pros have to say about health. We have P-Rod. So he says, I noticed a lot of kids get to around 23 or 24 and they start hurting, but they think it's just a part of getting older, and I want them to realize, like I did, that 23 is young and there's no reason for your body to be sore all the time. That's from Captain P-Rod right there. So yeah, this is true on so many different levels, you know, like so many skaters complain about feeling bad or with low energy, and at the same time they eat like super bad diets, like probably don't sleep enough and skate every single day and just don't let their body recover, and they just don't make that connection between lifestyle and how they feel. But yeah, I would argue that most negative feelings and like lacks of energy can be related to lifestyle in some way, and on top of that I would argue that skating puts more stress in your body than pretty much anything else, even having like 9 woodpeckers just kind of like tapping away at your face. Well, maybe not actually, maybe that'll probably be quite bad, but considering the stress that skating puts in your body, skaters probably need to take more of an effort than most people to take care of themselves and to recover as well. Okay, so now we're going to head off, skate some street and hear what the other pros have to say at the other spots.
So, welcome to paradise.
So what does the boss himself have to say? What does Andrew Reynolds have to say? What Reynolds has to say is, for me, from 28 to 33, I feel like we're some of the best skating of my life, and that's a little older than what most people say. Probably because they haven't made that connection about how they feel and how they skate. And I think it has to do with taking care of myself, eating right, exercising. That stuff changes your skating. You can easily feel like 10 years younger than what you would if you weren't doing that stuff. So that is Andrew Reynolds right there. If we got Reynolds and P-Rod saying those kind of things, well, I mean, we could just end the video right here. But we're not gonna. We're gonna do some more. I'm gonna skate a bit more, then we're gonna do it. Next one up, we got Guy Mariano. So what he's got to say is, we've even exercised and gotten personal trainers, stuff like that. I think that, not in a jockish way, but it's more for a better lifestyle and to preserve being able to perform at your best on your board. Not even perform, but just, we love skateboarding so much and we want to do it the longest we can. That's Guy Mariano right there. I think that last sentence is so important. You know, it's just about making that connection that if you love skating and you want to like keep doing it and feel good, mate, come on. You didn't get the memo that we're down here filming a video? Fucking hell, man. So yeah, literally it's just about making that connection that if you love skating and that you want to like keep doing it and feel good whilst you're doing it up until you're old and saggy, then you've really got no choice but to start like taking care of yourself, you know? You don't have to go absolutely crazy and like change up your whole lifestyle. Like, I mean, exercising is something that I would definitely recommend. Just being stronger and fitter in general is going to help your skating on so many levels. It's going to help you recover faster. Your body's going to be able to handle more stress when you're skating. And with all of that, you're just going to be able to skate longer as well. So that means you're just going to get better at skating, and that's not even talking about like all of the improvements that are going to come directly from you getting stronger. That's going to help your skating, like more pop, more energy levels and all that stuff, which is going to directly help your skating. I know even saying all of that, like a lot of skaters still don't want to work out, and that's alright, because even though exercising would definitely help your skating, these next two things that Nick Dompierre is going to tell us are probably the most important things that you can do to improve how you feel and how you skate. So I'm going to skate a little bit more, and then we're going to get to that Nick Dompierre quote. Hui! So what Nick Dompierre says, eating 79 carrots a day. No, I'm joking. Clean up your diet and get more sleep. Diet is so important for longevity. If you want to be able to skate as long as possible, eat quality foods and fuel your body with the nutrients in fruits, veggies and quality protein sources, and get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. With these two changes in your life, I guarantee your skating will improve as well as your health and well-being. So that's Nick Dompierre's quote right there, and man, it is so true, like so true. If you listen to anyone that knows anything about recovery or just general health, like they're gonna tell you that sleep and nutrition are like the most important things that you can possibly do. A lot of people think, you know, like, oh, I can get away with just like 6 hours sleep, but according to like all the top research in the realms of sleep, that's really not true. And like for the average person, 7 to 9 hours is going to be essential. Sleeping less than 6 hours, you're going to get more chance of getting sick, you're more chance of just not recovering good, feeling like shit, and obviously you're going to skate feeling like shit as well. It doesn't really even need to be said that obviously the way that you eat and the things that you eat are going to affect how you're skating, affect your energy levels, how you recover and all of that. Like what you eat is so important, and eating the wrong things, like the classic Western diet, like full of processed foods and sugar and like too much salt and all that kind of shit, like literally is going to have such a negative effect on your skating. Those two things, like sleep and nutrition, sort those things out and man, you're going to definitely feel a million times better. Alright, so now we're going for a little combo quote. This is two quotes combined. So starting off with Chris Cole, he says, to start off, just eat more healthy foods in addition to what you're already eating. And Enzo Cautela says, it's never too late to start working on your diet. It starts off with something simple, like kicking soda or cutting back on Oreos. These two quotes is like such good knowledge, you know, because if you go out there and you change your diet like 100%, then of course you're gonna like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be too much change and you're probably gonna end up failing. But just making like little kind of tiny changes, like if you always have potato chips, you know, like just swap them for nuts, for example. Or like Enzo says, just like kick soda, for example, start drinking water. Just make like these little changes in your diet. Go step by step, and that way it's not gonna be like really overwhelming, and just keep adding on top of those little changes, and that's the way. You're gonna be feeling banging in no time. Look at this guy. What's he got? Oh man, sproing master. Give us a sproing. Alright, so next up we got the legend himself, Danny Way, dropping the knowledge. So what does Danny Way have to say? Well, he says, the most valuable lesson that I've learned is that there is no price tag that you can put on feeling good. Physical health is by far the most valuable we have. You've got one of these vehicles, your body, your whole life, and if the vehicle is busted, it's not a fun ride. And to be fair, if there's anyone that can talk about having a busted vehicle and it not being a fun ride, it is definitely Danny Way. Like, he has taken some insane slams and he's had probably like more operations than most people on the planet. So yeah, I don't have much to say about that one. Like, he's pretty much said it all, and I think that's a good way to end it. So that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe for regular content that's going to improve how you skate and how you feel when you skate. And that's it for this one. Yeah, what do you think of my like really cool backdrops, yo? I'm like super urban. I've got those like graffiti backdrops, you know? Yeah, I know what the kids want, all right?